You've got a garage full of tools you used exactly once, and you paid full price for every single one of them. That tile saw from the bathroom remodel, the framing nailer from the deck. Hundreds of dollars sitting on a shelf collecting sawdust. And now there's a company selling that same stuff for half of what you paid, shipped to your door. And Harbor Freight, the king of cheap tools for 40 years, is starting to sweat. If you're planning any project this year, this video will save you real money. Hit subscribe before we begin. I'm Jerry Davis, and after 3 decades of renovation work, I've bought more cheap tools than I'd like to admit. Some of them saved jobs. Some of them died in my hands on day 2. So when everybody started asking me about Vevor, I actually went and put my own money into it because I wanted to know if this was the real deal or just another box of disappointment with free shipping. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which tools to buy from Vevor, which ones to still get at Harbor Freight, and which ones you shouldn't buy cheap from anybody. That last category matters more than you think. First, let's be honest about what's happening here, because a lot of homeowners haven't caught on yet. Harbor Freight built an empire on one idea. A tool that's cheap enough to buy for a single job beats renting. That drywall lift you need for one weekend, the rental yard wants $45 a day, and you need it Saturday and Sunday. Harbor Freight sold you one for around $200, and you kept it forever. That was the whole magic trick. Well, Vevor looked at that trick and said, what if we skip the 1,500 stores, skip the retail markup, ship straight from the warehouse, and undercut them by 20, 30, sometimes 40%. That drywall lift shows up at your door for less than Harbor Freight charges. And suddenly, the king has a problem. And here's what no one tells you. Vevor isn't just matching Harbor Freight's catalog. They're selling stuff Harbor Freight never even touched. Pipe threaders, fence stretchers, concrete vibrators, commercial sinks, electric hoists. I've seen guys outfit half a rental property renovation from one website. That's why the orange store should be nervous. It's not one competitor on one aisle. It's a competitor on every aisle, plus 12 aisles they don't have. But before you go fill up a cart, let me walk you through where this actually works and where it goes sideways, because I've watched people mess this up in both directions. Category 1. The one project tool. This is where Vevor genuinely shines. Drywall lifts, tile saws, mortar mixers, moving dollies, pipe clamps, workstands. If a tool needs to survive one bathroom, one basement, one fence line, buy it cheap, use it hard, and if it's still alive afterward, that's a bonus. I put a Vevor wet tile saw through an entire hall bathroom, maybe 140 square feet, of 12 by 24 porcelain. And it did the job. Was the fence a little flimsy? Yes. Did I have to check my cuts more often? Also yes. Did it matter at that price? Not even a little. Category 2. The daily driver. This is where people mess up. Look, I get it. A Vevor cordless drill for $30 looks like free money. But here's the problem. Cordless tools are an ecosystem. You're not buying a drill, you're marrying a battery platform. Harbor Freight figured this out years ago with their Bauer and Hercules lines. Dozens of tools, one battery, and a store down the road when something fails. Buy a cordless orphan from a shipping warehouse, and in 2 years, when that battery dies, good luck finding a replacement that fits. For anything you'll grab 3 times a week, stick with a real battery platform. Corded stuff is a different story. A bench grinder or a corded hammer drill doesn't care who made it. It just spins. Vevor's fine there. Now, let's talk about the part most homeowners forget. What happens when the tool shows up broken? Because with direct ship brands, some of them do. With Harbor Freight, a dead tool is a 20-minute errand. You drive it back, they hand you another one. Your Saturday is saved. With Vevor, you're on their timeline. On paper, the policy looks decent. 30-day returns, a 12-month warranty, prepaid labels. In real life, I've heard from plenty of people who got stuck emailing photos back and forth for 2 weeks while their project sat dead in the water. Think about what that actually costs you. If your plumber is scheduled Tuesday and your transfer pump arrives with a cracked housing on Monday, that cheap tool just cost you a trade day. Contractors bill for that. So, here's a pro tip. Never order a Vevor tool the week you need it. Order it a month out, and the day that box lands, open it, assemble it, and run it. Not when the project starts. That day. Check the welds, check the switch, put a load on it. You want to find the lemon while the return window is wide open. Not the morning your tile guy shows up. Category 3, and I need you to actually hear this one. Anything that holds weight over your body. Electric hoists, jack stands, scaffolding, ladder jacks, engine cranes. Can we please stop cheaping out here? I don't care whose name is on the box. Vevor, Harbor Freight, anybody. This is not where you hunt for the deal of the week. If you do buy budget lifting gear, derate it in your head. A hoist rated for 800 pounds gets 400 from me, maximum, and I inspect the cable every single use. A tile saw that fails ruins a tile. Scaffolding that fails ruins you. Different math entirely. And this is the detail that makes all the difference for renovation budgets. So stay with me. The whole point of saving money on tools is moving that money to where it actually lives after the project. The materials. Nobody walks into your finished kitchen and admires your drill. They see the counters, the tile, the faucet. If going cheap on a one-weekend mortar mixer frees up $300, put it into the quartz upgrade or the solid wood vanity instead of the particle board one that swells the first time the kids splash bathwater on it. Cheap tools, good materials. People do it backwards all the time. $1,000 tool collection installing builder-grade everything drives me nuts. One more thing, because it's honest. Quality on these direct ship brands is a lottery, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. Vevor today reminds me a lot of Harbor Freight 20 years ago, mostly built to a price, with some genuine gems hiding in the catalog. Harbor Freight spent 2 decades climbing out of that reputation, and their better lines really did get good. Vevor is at the start of that same climb. That's exactly why Harbor Freight should be nervous. They know this movie because they starred in it. The one moat they still have is those stores. Same-day availability and face-to-face returns are worth real money mid-project, and no website can ship you a replacement angle grinder at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. So here's how I'd play it if I were renovating this summer. One-and-done project tools. Shop equipment, clamps, stands, corded machines. Price out Vevor first and pocket the difference. Anything cordless you'll use regularly. Pick a battery platform with a store behind it and stay loyal to it. Anything overhead, anything load-bearing, anything between you and the ground. Buy quality, inspect it, and don't get clever. And whatever you order online, test it the day it arrives, not the day the project starts. Tell me in the comments which side you're on. Team Orange Store or Team Cardboard Box on the porch, and which tool you are about to buy. Because I guarantee somebody in the comments already owns it and will tell you exactly how it held up. That's worth more than any review site. Here's the takeaway. Competition is the best thing that ever happened to your renovation budget. Vevor pushing Harbor Freight means cheaper tools everywhere. And that's money you can move into the parts of your home you actually live with. Just remember the rule. Cheap is for tools you'll use twice. Quality is for tools you'll trust for years, and no discount is worth standing under. Buy for the job in front of you, not the workshop in your imagination. Hit like, subscribe, share it with someone who needs to see it. I'll catch you in the next one.